Welcome to HeartTalk, the channel where we dive deep into the truths no one dares to speak about: love, desire, and human connection. If you've ever wondered what truly draws a woman in, what makes her crave you, not just like you're in the right place. We don't play games here. We uncover the real emotional triggers that create lasting attraction. So hit that subscribe button. And let's begin. But first, let me ask you something. What if everything you thought women cared about, looks, money, status, isn't what actually makes them fall for you? What if the men women obsess over all share one powerful thing in common? And by the end of this video, you won't just know what that is, you'll know how to activate it in your own life. And why, once you do, women won't be able to take their eyes off you. Let's start with a scene you've probably seen before. A guy walks into a room, nothing about him is flashy. He's not rich. He's not famous. He's not even conventionally handsome. Yet women are drawn to him. Why? Because he knows how to make her feel something. He knows how to spark a fire inside her that she can't put out, not with logic, not with words, but with feeling. When a woman feels something deep and undeniable in your presence, she doesn't just like you. She begins to want you. She craves you. And here's how you make that happen. 1. She wants to feel claimed, not with pressure, but with pull. Women don't want a man who forces them to surrender. What they secretly crave is a man whose presence is so magnetic, they can't help but be drawn to him, instinctively, almost helplessly. She wants to feel that invisible force, the kind that pulls her in, makes her eyes lock on yours, makes her mind circle back to you long after you've left the room, and she doesn't even know why. It doesn't come from loudness or muscles. It comes from your energy. Your calm, steady, grounded presence. It's the kind of quiet confidence that turns heads without trying. When you walk into a room, you don't need to speak. She feels you before she even sees you. It's how you move with purpose. It's how you look at her, steady, grounded, knowing exactly what you want. It's the way you speak, slow, calm, unhurried, as if you own your space and you're never in a rush. It's your body language, relaxed but intentional, as if you're fully present in every moment and nothing pulls you out of it. And when you guide her gently through a crowded room with your hand on her back, it's not just a polite gesture. It's a quiet statement. You don't ask for permission. You don't hesitate. You don't look to her for approval. You know you have the right to lead, not because you're controlling, but because you're anchored. And here's what happens next. She follows. Not because you forced her, but because she wants to. Because in that moment, she doesn't just feel safe. She feels guided. She feels seen in a way that's rare, like you understand her better than she understands herself. She doesn't need promises, roses, or rehearsed lines. What she needs is the feeling that when she's with you, she gets to be a woman, soft, surrendered, open. She gets to let go and melt into your strength. That's not control. That's presence. That's the quiet power she can't walk away from. And once she feels it, truly feels it, all her walls come down. You didn't make her surrender. She chose to. 2. She doesn't really want an equal. What she desires is a leader. Forget the noise telling you that every relationship must be perfectly equal all the time. Real attraction, the kind that makes her feel you in every breath, doesn't come from perfect balance. It comes from intentional polarity. From the dance of contrast, where you stand firm like a pillar and she gets to flow like water. Women are naturally drawn to men with direction. Men who don't ask for permission to move. Men who act with clarity, not with force, but with certainty. These men don't try to dominate. They don't need to fight for power. Because real power comes from knowing exactly who you are and where you're going. It's in every decision, every step, every moment of choosing the path and inviting her to come along, not asking for her permission like you're afraid she'll say no. You tell her what the plan is. You move with confidence. And if she wants to join you, she will. And she will not because you persuaded her, but because she feels safe in your energy. She's not looking for a man who needs constant approval. She's looking for someone she can trust. Someone who lets her drop her armor. Someone who gives her the unshakable sense that no matter what crumbles around you, you won't. She doesn't want you to try to be someone else. She wants you to be yourself. But the version of you that is grounded, unshaken, and fully capable of leading, so she doesn't have to. So she can soften. So she can follow with her whole heart, not out of duty but out of desire. 3. She wants to feel like she's winning you. It sounds backward, but here's the truth. What makes a woman truly desire a man isn't when he hands himself over too easily. It's when she feels she's slowly earning access to him, step by step, effort by effort, through layers she wants to peel back. When you're too easy, too available with your time, your energy, your attention. When she doesn't have to do anything to get it. You've already lowered your value in her eyes. Because let's be honest, we don't value what we don't have to work for. Attraction is built in the space between. When you don't reply instantly. When you don't compliment her just because she's pretty. When you don't drop everything every time she calls. That's not playing games. That's knowing your worth. And that creates intrigue. It builds tension. It invites her to lean in and chase what she doesn't fully have yet. She starts thinking about you more. She starts wondering what you're doing. She feels a pull she doesn't quite understand, and that makes her want to get closer. But here's the key, don't fake being busy. Be busy with a life that excites you, a purpose that fuels you, a passion that fills your world. You don't need her to be your center. And that's exactly what makes her want to be part of your orbit. Because when you're a man of depth, of drive, of direction, you don't chase. She does. Not because you're playing mind games, but because you are the prize, the kind of man worth pursuing. 4. She craves emotional tension, not constant comfort. Comfort doesn't spark desire. Tension does. It's the moment she's unsure what you'll do next. The way you hold her gaze a little longer than usual. The way you pull back just enough for her to come closer. That's what builds longing. Stimulate her mind. Spark anticipation. Warm, then distant. Present, then elusive. Let her feel your interest, and then surprise her by pulling back just enough to let her lean in. This isn't manipulation, it's magnetism. It's giving her something she can feel, even if she can't name it. 5. She wants to feel small in the presence of your strength. Not your height. Not your muscles. But the quiet power in the way you show up. When you hold her just a little tighter. When you take her hand with just enough grip to make her feel safe, not because you're overpowering, but because your energy says, you belong to me. That's when she melts. She wants to feel that you could overpower her, even though she knows you never would. There's something irresistible about being wrapped in that kind of strength. 6. She wants to be claimed, but only by a man who's worthy. A woman will never fully give herself to a man she doesn't deeply respect. She doesn't want someone who needs her validation. She wants someone who already knows exactly who he is with or without her. So when you say something like, "You're mine," it only holds power if it comes from a place of true confidence. Not from neediness. Not from ego. She has to feel that you mean it. And once she does, she won't forget it. 7. She wants to know she can't control you. Women test men, not because they're cruel, but because it's instinct. They want to see if you're solid. If you can handle pressure. If you bend or stand tall. Don't let her emotions shake your foundation. Don't change your direction just to please her. Don't abandon your values to be liked. When you stay grounded, even when she pushes, you show her what real strength looks like. That's when her respect grows. And that's when desire turns into unstoppable passion. So if you want a woman to crave you, don't chase. Don't ask for permission. Be the man who walks with clarity, who leads not because he needs to, but because it's simply who he is. When you bring that energy, women don't just notice, they feel it. And once they feel it, they don't want to let it go. Master this and she won't just want you. She'll pursue you. This is Heart Talk. If this message spoke to you, hit subscribe and join us as we explore the truths of love, attraction, and deep human connection. See you in the next video.